Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. Now, right now, a couple of minutes ago, Treyarch has actually released on a new post on Reddit previewing some of the big multiplayer tuning updates that will be coming to Black Ops 4 on February 19th with this next week's update. They basically talk about what's going to be changing within multiplayer as far as gun changes, specialist changes, kill streak changes, so much stuff to talk about in today's video. Hope you guys will enjoy it. Smash that like button. Let's go for 2,000 likes if we could hit that. That would be absolutely incredible. This is the patch 1.13, and these are the balance changes coming to multiplayer. So we'll start off with the assault rifles. Now, the ICR first got some changes for PC only. Some of these changes are PC only or console only, and some of them are for everything, which is kind of unique. But the first one, we'll get right into it. Drop a like, subscribe. ICR. PC only changes to the ICR. They improved the ADS sway and they improved the hip fire accuracy. The Rampart PC only changes. They improved the ADS sway and they improved the hip fire accuracy. Same thing with the KN57 PC only, improved ADS sway, improved hip fire accuracy. So some little buffs to the assault rifles for PC players, but updates that happen to everyone are going to be the Rampart, improved max damage range from 37.6 yards to 41.6 yards, and with the KN57, improved max damage range from 15.2 yards to 17.3. So some decent buffs there in terms of the max damage range with those assault rifles, just to make them more useful at that long ranges. But then we also have right here, which is a pretty significant buff, the Vapor XKG. And the Vapor is a weapon that I've been loving quite a bit, like throughout this whole game. They improved the 5-hit kill range from 34.7 yards to 50 yards, and they improved the ADS idle to sway less. So the Vapor getting a pretty significant buff. I'm going to be very excited to use that. This might be one of the best guns in the game now, especially since the Maddox has received quite a bit of nerfs, which we kind of saw coming when they said there's going to be some big switches up in multiplayer balancing changes and stuff like that. With the Maddox, they reduced recoil stability in the first 5 shots in bullet pattern. So basically, the recoil is going to be worse for those first 5 shots, which is the majority of your gunfights. However, on the Echo Fire Operator mod, they improved the recoil stability, so to sort of balance it out so the Echo Fire mod doesn't go to complete crap when they nerf the recoil on the normal one. Quick Draw 1 and 2 reduced ADS in speed. Stock reduced ADS move speed. ELO reduced recoil stability. Console only reduced max damage range from 23.6 yards to 20.8 yards. And then PC only improved ADS sway and improved the hipfire accuracy like they did for the other assault rifles as well. It looks like they did that on all the ARs except the Vapor possibly. But they also did improve the ADS sway with the Vapor as one of the patch notes for all consoles. So yeah, tiny buffs to the PC assault rifles, but some very significant nerfs there to the Maddox, and it's really going to be interesting. We don't get exact numbers, like how far it actually does reduce the ADS time or how far it reduces your ADS move speed, but we're going to have to wait and see until this update comes out on Tuesday, and we're playing with it to see how it goes. That is the assault rifle changes. There's so much more to cover. I'm trying to cover it all. Let's go into SMGs next. MX9. Thank you. I love the MX9, but it did need a buff. Improved 5-hit kill range from 5.5 yards to 7.6 yards, and they improved the ADS in speed, which is pretty significant here for the MX9. I think this is a really good buff, improving that 5-hit kill range and the ADS in speed. This could make it more reasonable at close range. It's already pretty good at medium range, the MX9, so that's definitely very good. Same thing with the GKS. They improved the 5-hit kill range from 2.7 yards to 5.5 yards, so a nice change as well for the GKS, which really has a slow time to kill, but if you catch them now up close, that will be very helpful. And they also improved damage by adding 5-hit kill range out to they did the same thing with basically the PC only changes. Next is the Spitfire. Spitfire reduced max damage range from 9.7 yards to 7.6 yards. Stock reduced ADS move speed. Extended mags reduced magazine size. Fast mags reduced reload speed enhancement. And PC only reduced hipfire accuracy. So this is the update that is going to be switching around the top 5 weapons for sure. I'm going to have to make a new top 5. I just made one a little bit ago, but I knew this update was coming in like 2 weeks from then or whatever. But I'm going to have to make a new update one once I play on this update and cover everything, because yeah, it looks like Maddox, Spitfire, huge nerfs. Don't know how much it'll affect until we actually play with them and wait and see it. Cordite, belt feed operator mod, reduced overheat cooldown speed, grip, reduced recoil stability, and on PC only, reduced the hipfire accuracy. So some changes there with the Cordite, which has always been an SMG, which it has been pretty strong. I don't think these changes will be that significant. I do like to use the grip with the Cordite already, so it could be pretty good. Who knows how these changes will affect it. Not as significant as the changes we see with the MX9, the GKS, and the Spitfire. For sure, the Cordite won't really have anything insane, but it could. The thing is also, when other weapons change, it rebalances everything, right? So the Cordite could be a lot better just because of the Spitfire going down or something like that. Next, the Sog 9mm, which is basically the top 3 weapons in this game are getting hit with huge nerfs right now, and this switches everything up, which is a good in my opinion. I know when you first read this, it's like, our favorite weapons are all going to be, messed up, but it's going to be fun to use some other stuff and to, mess around with new class setups and how these weapons work once this update is out. So, reduced, this is the Sog 9mm last unlocked SMG. Reduced sprint out speed, now the same as most other SMGs. Reduced base move speed, now the same as other SMGs. Stock, reduced ADS move speed. Stock 2, reduced ADS move speed. Grip, reduced recoil stability. PC only, reduced hipfire accuracy. Console only, dual wield operator mod, reduced hipfire accuracy. Dual wield operator mod, reduced max damage range from 11.1 yards to 8.3 yards. So yeah, some big significant changes also to the Sog 9mm. So the SMG and assault rifle categories have honestly been shaken up. Like, if we're just talking about that, there's one more change here for the DLC weapon, the Daemon 3XB. Improved max damage range from 6.9 yards to 9 yards, and PC only improved hipfire accuracy. So, okay, wait. The Daemon, the Cordite, might be looking really, really good now as far as SMGs, and maybe even the MX9. And as far as assault rifles, a lot of stuff switching up there as well. This is a very, very interesting update, but there's still so much more stuff to cover. So, I'm going to take a deep breath and keep going. We have tactical rifles next. The Auger DMR. Improved ADS move speed. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tactical rifles. The Auger never had a stock, but improving the ADS move speed could make this a top tier weapon in the game. Improved firing speed, and the double tap operator mod improved firing time between shots. ABR 223 improved ADS move speed, improved sprint out speed. Swordfish improved ADS move speed. Quick Draw 2 improved ADS in speed, and PC only improved burst delay, allowing for faster sustained fire rate. So, oh my goodness, the tactical rifles, while the assault rifles and SMGs have gotten shaken up with some buffs, some nerfs, a lot of big nerfs to the big names though, the tactical rifles are pretty much all going to be tearing up with this update, which is awesome because I really, really like those weapons. My biggest problem with the Auger and the Swordfish was the fact that the ADS move speed was so damn slow, and on other weapons where it's like that's a problem, like an assault rifle, I can just slap on a stock, not all assault rifles, but some, that's not available on those two tactical rifles. Even the ABR got an ADS move speed buff, and that has stock available on it, and an improved sprint out speed. So pretty cool changes. Tactical rifles, I'm definitely going to be playing with a lot more after this update and giving them a try, because I liked them before, but this especially on longer range, medium range maps, this could take them up and above and beyond. Next, LMGs. Titan, reduced flinch resistance when being hit, reduced max damage from 46 to 38. Stock, reduced ADS move speed. Wow, they just nerfed the Titan pretty hard by reducing that damage by 8 points, reducing the flinch, and also the ADS speed with the stock. Those are all things that will affect most Titan class setups, and yeah, those are some pretty big nerfs right there. Hades, PC only crossbar operator mod, reduced spread accuracy. Some sniper rifle changes. The Paladin, PC only, improved rechamber speed to be the same as console. Outlaw, console only, improved firing speed, but for PC only. The Quick Draw improved ADS speed. The Bolt Cylinder reduced fire rate, and the fixed a bug that allowed extra damage to the neck. Next is the Koshka. The Koshka got improved ADS sway on all consoles and platforms. On console only, Quick Draw 2 improved ADS in speed. On PC only, improved rechamber speed, same as console. Next is for pistols, the RK-7 RK7 Garrison improved all damage ranges, which is pretty interesting when it comes down to that. And then with shotguns, the Mog 12, first of all, the Dragon's Breath Operator mod now does 1 quick blast of fire damage instead of damage over time. This increases its one-hit kill potential at certain close ranges and is especially effective when paired with Choke Barrel. They improved the max damage range from 3.75 yards to 4.1 yards. Quick Draw improved ADS in speed. On console only, the Barrel Choke improved accuracy, pellet damage, and max damage range. So Barrel Choke, huge buffs. Mog 12. Wow, so it looks like the secondaries are getting a lot better with this update as well. And then the SG-12, the strobe light, reduced luminosity on visual light effects. So that one, of course, some changes to that. But some good changes and some pretty significant buffs, I would say, to the RK7 and shotgun Mog 12 that can be used as secondaries. Next, specialists. Let's get into some of the specialist changes. There's a few of them here. First, to the Prophet. Seeker. Greatly reduced Seeker's hit points. It can now be destroyed with 1 bullet. That's a very, very big nerf to the Seeker. If you can just shoot it like that, maybe not as much need for the Tac Mask to be getting out of that, although Tac Mask was also changed, which we'll talk about in a second. Reduced detection range against enemies with cold-blooded. The Ajax 9-Bang. Reduced visual opacity of screen flash when hit by 9-Bang. Players will no longer raise their hand when flashed if they have Tac Mask. Players can now change stances while flashed, so some pretty good nerfs to those two. And then general active specialist weapons now lose all cooldown on round change as opposed to partial loss previously. Wow, I don't really like that. Or I guess if they're active, though, so that makes sense. But active specialist weapons now lose all cooldown on round change as opposed to partial loss. Okay, yeah, that does make sense, because if it is active, I guess if you called in early, it's kind of your fault. But same thing with streaks and stuff like that. Next, equipment. So frag grenades increase damage. That's probably more towards a competitive scene, because frag grenades aren't used very much at all. Probably one of the lowest frag grenade games you would see out of like actual public matches, out of how the class setup's just how it's designed with the pick 10. Concussion grenades. Players can now stun themselves with their own concussion grenade. You really couldn't do that before? I didn't know that. What the heck? That should have been in there. Players will no longer raise their hands when affected by a concussion grenade if they have Tac Mask. Good changes there. Acoustic Sensor reduced the ranges at which Acoustic Sensor can detect enemies and reduce the ranges at which enemies with dead silence are detected. So, nerfs to Acoustic Sensor, which is pretty weird. I'm trying to think, why would they be doing that? I guess they're just looking at the data, and Acoustic Sensor was kind of good. For me, I guess it's not that big of an issue because I use dead silence so often, and I don't really run the Acoustic Sensor as often as well. So that's basically it. Next, we have some changes to the perks in this game. Tac Mask. Players now recover faster after being hit by Tempest. Players will no longer raise their hand when flashed by the 9-Bang, and no longer provides fire or radiation resistance. So, some different changes there. With it no longer providing fire or radiation resistance, that can be kind of negative changes or a nerf to it, but then also being buffed in other ways. So just some overall changes to Tac Mask. With Flak Jacket, fire and radiation resistance move from Tac Mask to Flak Jacket. So they're trying to give Flak Jacket more power now, especially with the grenade buff also. Improve Flak Jacket resistance to radiation and burn. I still think, I don't know, it depends on the lobby and what the enemies are running, but still Tac Mask is going to have some good value in this game. Cold-Blooded, reduce the range at which an enemy seeker can detect a player with this perk. Next, we have some changes to Scorestreaks, and we have quite a few here. Those perk changes and that gear changes were okay, and not that significant. They were decent, but Scorestreak changes we have quite a bit, and weapon changes just went absolutely crazy. So, Scorestreak changes. Lightning Strike. They reduce the delay between targeting locations and the jets arriving, which is pretty good because it's supposed to be like that. It's a lightning strike for a reason, right? Next is the Sentry. Improve damage, improve the time that the Sentry will remember a target after losing line of sight, and improve the range at which Sentry will detect an enemy within a 360-degree radius. So some pretty significant buffs to the Sentry gun in this game. Drone Squad, improved damage. Wow. I already love the Drone Squad. Improved damage. I'm just going to run it, and it's going to do even more damage now. Sniper's Nest, increase the number of rockets required to destroy the Sniper's Nest by 1. This is good. I'm liking these score streak changes because I'm someone that, you know how I play. I like to get score streaks, cycle them through as many times a game as I can. Mantis, improved explosive damage radius. Thresher, improved chain gun explosive radius and damage. Improved health of vehicle to balance damage dealt from an enemy with FMJ. 2. Strike Team improved awareness radius, improved health regeneration of Strike Team members, and general Scorestreak team kills will no longer count towards the team kill kick limit in modes with friendly fire available. Alongside this new balancing pass for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the game's next operation goes live on February 19th on PlayStation 4. Treyarch also announced that the first League Play event in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will begin on February 21st on PS4, so that's pretty exciting as well. February 21st on PS4. So, wow, with Scorestreaks Drone Squad, I keep saying wow because it's a pretty shocking update, and it's looking really good, to be honest. We have to see the weapon changes, but I'm liking these Scorestreak changes. Really good buffs, it looks like. Drone Squad and Strike Team, which I already use, as well as Sniper's Nest, which I use sometimes, or a Helicopter. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like on this video if you guys did enjoy. Smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Super excited for this update, and that's about it. I'm out. Peace.